Today's lesson objective is students will be able to rename mixed numbers to fractions greater than 1. So remember that a mixed number is a number that has a whole number, such as 2, and a fraction, such as 1/3. So a mixed number has a whole number and a fraction. Today we are going to learn how to make these mixed numbers and rename them into fractions greater than 1. And remember, a fraction greater than 1 has a numerator that is larger than the denominator, like the fraction 7/3. So just like when we were renaming fractions greater than 1 as mixed numbers, we are going to use models to rename them. So looking at a mixed number like 3 and 1/6, we can draw models to represent 3 and 1/6. So the whole number is 3. So that's saying we have 3 wholes. So let's write 3 wholes. 1, 2, 3. And we need another model that represents our fraction of 1/6. So we'll do a model of 1/6. So I need to break this up into 6 parts and shade in 1, and that represents 1/6. Well, I can't keep these holes. First of all, they're just holes, and I need to know, okay, what do I break these holes into? Well, since the denominator of our fraction is 6, we are going to break up our holes into 6 parts as well. Okay, and in order to represent that they represent a whole, we need to shade in each part. So this is a whole, but we're saying it's actually 6/6 because 6/6 represents a whole. And after we finish shading in every part, we're now going to count how many 6 do we have. So let's see how many 6 we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 6. So our mixed number 3 and 1/6 is now going to become 19/6. So let me show you another example, and I'm going to go step by step. So let's say we have the fraction, the mixed number 5 and 3/4. So our mixed number is 5 and 3/4, and we want to rename this into a fraction greater than 1. So the first step is to draw models that represent the whole number. The whole number is 5, so I'm going to draw 5 wholes. So 5 models. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm going to do step 2, which is to draw the model to represent the fraction. The fraction is 3/4. So I'm going to take my model, break it into 4 parts because the denominator is 4, and shade in 3 because the numerator is 3. So this represents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3/4. Well, now I need to represent my wholes as fractions. So I know that my denominator is 4. So I need to break up all the wholes into 4 parts. So 1 whole, that's 4 parts, and I need to shade in every part because it's 1 whole. And 1 whole is 4/4. So I'm going to shade in every part, all 4 parts of every model. And the last one, every part. Okay, so I shaded in every part of my whole, and now I need to count how many parts there are. So let's see. We're going to count all the parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So I have 23 parts, so that's now going to become the numerator of my fraction greater than 1. And my denominator is going to stay the same of 4ths because that's what I have. Every model I have is broken up into 4ths. So 5 3/4, that mixed number is now renamed as a fraction greater than 1, and that is 23/4. So your assignment for tonight is for you to take what I just taught you of renaming mixed numbers as fractions greater than 1 and find a recipe. You can either find one online or at your house that involves mixed numbers. So for example, I have a recipe here for chocolate chip cookies. It makes 4 dozen cookies and calls for the following ingredients. Well, as you can see, I have some mixed numbers here. So I want you to take a recipe that has mixed numbers and change them into fractions greater than 1. So I would change my margarine into a fraction greater than 1, my sugar into a fraction greater than 1, my flour into a fraction greater than 1, and the rest of them can stay the same. So I would rewrite these ingredients as fractions greater than 1. I would look at my margarine and say that that is 1 1/2, so 1 1/2. Then I would take my 1 and split it into parts based on my denominator of 2. Shade in both parts because it's a whole. And then I would count how many parts I have. 1, 2, 3. So margarine is now equal, instead of 1 1/2 cups, it is now equal to 3 half cups. And I want you to do that for everyone. So please make sure you have at least 2 that you can change into fractions greater than 1. I want you to have at least practice with 2. And I want you to go onto your Seesaw account, and I want you to show me the work you did and explain using your words and recording a video that shows and explains all of your steps. Okay, thank you, boys and girls, and good luck with your assignment.